Good morning, you lot. How are you doing? We had some storms last night, which has kind of freshened everything up. It was all getting a bit dusty. So yeah, very, very, very nice. Today is a good day. The reason is, well, today has been interesting. I've just been to the builders merchants and gave them the check for 15 grand for all the materials for the last month. So that was quite painful. But behind me, you can see this roof has been ready for a long, long time. Very, very long. Today, these roof sheets are going to be going up on here. Obviously not all of them, but yeah, I'm hoping quite a few. Today is Wednesday, so it would be lovely if by the end of the week I was showing all you lot a completed roof. That would be lovely. So fingers crossed. Wish us luck. It might be emotional. Like and subscribe as always, and cue the music now. Hard day. We're all tired. It's very late, and we have been fighting with these sheets. But they look alright, don't they? There's a definite twist in them. This is how they were delivered to us, and they're twisted, and so we're having to fight it a little bit. Lots of pushing and screwing and forcing things where really they should just kind of lay down and we should be screwing them down. Anyway, we're getting there. Home time. we're nearly there. We've got 2 sheets to put in above that dormer, and obviously the 2 sheets on the top of the dormer. Those 2 are just on there. We popped a couple of screws in so they can't go anywhere. So tomorrow for that bit, and then we've got like the small pieces to cover my mistake. Anyway, time for a beer. Thanks, babe. We'll just lift them up, put them over there, right out of the way, so we can get the batten through. Pass them to Petey. Yeah. Just go right over there, Pete, and up, down just a little bit. Loose backwards. Give you a lifty McLifterson with this. Here. Got to come down to me. Yep.
Are we measuring anything from the other end?
Are we measuring anything? From the gable?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we... This is our last one, isn't it?
The last one here would dictate to there, but up here, I don't know. That's just what I suggested.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Don't go too far.
Well, she's on very happily there, but yes, you are right, Jay. Yep. Yep.
Well,
You are right. Would you do me the honour of doing some march, please? Good morning, YouTube. How you doing? Today is the day where we finish putting the roof sheets on, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm also quite nervous. We are very, very hopeful that it's going to work out, but we basically had a bit of a small issue arise. Oh, here comes a PT.
Good morning.
It might be quite hard to see, but when Ross and I set out all these dormers, we set them from a central point. And essentially, this whole roof should be 21 meters across, because the roof sheets are 1 meters across. You can walk in front and say, "Hi, JC babe."
Good morning, babe.
Now, when we were cutting what we're calling the hockey stick sheets around here and around here, around the front faces of the dormers, we had the same measurements here, same measurements here, give or take, you know, a couple of millimeters. But when we got to here, to dormer number 2, we have a different kind of measurement, and that is displayed, I don't know if you can see it, in the fact that this dormer cheek here, we've got about 160 millimeters from this cheek to the oversailing edge of the metal sheet. And on here, we've got 21 centimeters, I think, something like that. So what that indicates to us is that we're not quite getting a meter out of the sheets, because they are definitely the right spacing apart. And as a consequence of that, when we put the insulation on, the roof is going to look unequal. There are ways that we can deal with that. We can put more insulation on the larger overhang side to kind of equal that out. But what that will then do is make the window not look equidistant between the two cheeks of the dormer. So I guess it's between the devil and the deep blue sea, really. If it is the case that the panel on the side is too thick, then I can always order some thinner stuff. I think they do 70mm or 50mm, obviously at an additional cost. And I would have many sheets left. I don't know what I'd quite do with. Anyway, I am digressing. So it is possible to do that, but we're really hoping that isn't the case just because of the cost of it all. Yes, wish me luck, and hopefully by the end of this video, you're gonna find out, and I'll either be happy or not quite as happy. Right, let's get on with it. That's what it was, I remember.
Somewhere there. You never believe it.
360.
Yeah, mate. Happy with that?
I've got it. Right, you sort out your ladder, Jay. Come on up with me, and we can take it up together. Up above our head.
Okay, lads, all yours.
Let's get the next one cut.
All yours, guys. All yours.
I don't want to go any more than that.
Kettle on?
Yep.
Jay is there. Okay, I can climb through that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Forcing me into doing such a stupid task. I hate this man. I'm gonna kill him one day.
I love PT. He is my friend. I love PT. I love him no end. When he goes, I will be sad, and I will be secretly glad. Secretly glad.
Secretly
PT,
glad.
He's my best friend. Jay is doing a legendary job here. We're putting some little pieces on here to allow to support this tiny little sliver that we were cutting in here, and then this one here is going to sit over there. Ready? Hang on. Right. Nice and low.
Looks really good.
Oh, look at that! It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright, YouTube.
Bardzo dobrze.
Bardzo dobrze!
Dobra robota.
Dobra robota. Tak. I can't say anything. Well, I can say other things in Polish, but I shouldn't say them.
Look at that.
This is the big thing: is whether this will work, Pete, or whether when we've got the other roof sheets up, look, like whether it will pull up a little bit, or if I've got to pick it up and put it like that, we've got to get a ridge one that goes like that, and then the ridge one will go like that and like that. I'm not sure.
I feel like something. So
All
look,
you're going to do is fight the curve then.
but look, at the moment we have such a gap.
Yeah, I know.
And once you kind of lift it up, you can close it,
Maybe give a slight bend to it. I don't know. Or you're gonna get the foam, the bitumen foam, and make this tight.
Yeah, it's quite a big gap there, isn't it? But there you go. That's what it's going to look like finished.
Good.
Yeah. Extra row of screws, bang, bang, bang through here. EPDM rubber to go underneath here to make a seal, stop any water being blown up through there.
How thick is it?
3 millimeters. Yeah, oh, it's not enough for that. Not enough for that at all. So, and then ideally, yeah, we need some sort of like foam that sits in here or something like that that will stop water being driven up, don't we? Because we can put breathable membrane underneath here and wrap it down. So anything that does go will just basically go on top of the tin, right? So you know, if rain did get blown up, it's just going to go through and under and onto the back of the roof. So,
I think that's going to be even better.
yeah,
Because then at least you can breathe.
you can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the air blow through. Yeah.
Better solution. Well done. That's a good idea, Richard. Clever boy.
That doesn't happen very often. So when PT says well done, then you take it for the win that it is. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, Richard.
Peter, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Should we go down out of the sun? Let's go. Oh, it's hot. So hot. So hot I can see back in time. Hang on, let me go down.